cameras out here doing inventory. We're back at the public land, and I've got an apple tree to set a camera on. Hopefully, if there's apples on it. We also have a couple water holes and a couple bean fields. So that's the plan. We're gonna get in here, set these cameras, and then come back in a couple weeks and check them. All right. Well, I know there's deer bedding back in there, but I mean, that's a pretty good sign right there. Looks like there's a path they go right out through here. So I'm trying to get back. I gotta get back over on this other side. There's like a little piece of woods that goes in between here and the bean field. But that means that they're probably definitely gonna be in the area. I mean, that could be a big doe, but that looked like buck to me. Alright, well, there's no mowed trail back there, so I think what I'm going to do is probably cut down this first or second row of corn to get back there. Should be a pretty clean path. As long as there's no deer bedded in that corn, I should be good. It's supposed to rain tonight, so I'm not too concerned about leaving scent. Not really seeing any tracks in here, so we should be pretty good. Alright guys, well, we just came out of the cornfield and made it to the woods, so usually there's a decent trail right here somewhere. Looks like some stuff blew down. But, oh, there it is. Oh, it looks like, yeah, they're coming in through here now. Here's the trail right here. That tree's fallen. How about that rub? Not gonna go in very far. Probably just try to put my camera on one of these trees right here, maybe that one, and just catch them coming around this curve to come in and out of this trail. But right on the other end of this woods is the bean field, so set this camera up and get back out of here and go to spot number 2. Alright guys, one camera set, and now we're going to check this apple tree. Hopefully it's got apples on it. Alright guys, well, it looks like there is some apples on this apple tree. If you can see them. Last year it was loaded. So, I mean, we're gonna put some, we're gonna put a camera in here. It doesn't look like the deer haven't really been coming to utilize it yet. The apples might not be dropping yet. Usually you'll see like trails through this tall grass, like they cut down through here, but I'm gonna go ahead and I guess I'll open a trail up, a little small trail up for them. But I'll go in here and set up a camera. Oh, maybe they were coming in through there, maybe. What's that? That's a new trail over here. Oh yeah. Yeah, there are no apples in here though. Some, not very many. There's some right out here on these edges. Man, not very many apples on them this year. Well, I'll still put a camera in here just in case. Might catch a deer coming to check. And there's one on the ground. Yeah, there's no deer coming through here really. Well, oh well. Alright, this is the tree I usually put it on. Alright guys, well, like I said, not very many apples, but we're going to set it anyway. Make sure it's looks pretty good, yep. A little bit higher than my head. I'm not real concerned about the height. I mean, I want it to stay out of the view of the deer, but like if it was during hunting season and I knew there was going to be a bunch of people on the property, I'd hang it much higher. But like I said, we'll see what happens. And this one got mangled by a woodpecker, hit the sensor, so hopefully it works. And the time's off. Yep. Might have to reset that. Hold on here. Turn that back off. No, it's not. Yeah, it's off by about an hour. Alright, well, we're going to set this one. I'm going to fix this, get the data correct, and then we'll get out of here and move on to the next one. Stay tuned. Alright guys, well, the water hole I wanted to get to doesn't look like it's possible. Stuff has just grown up. It's pretty far in there. I'm not gonna put it on there. That's just all there's gonna be to it. Like it's probably gonna rain at some point, so I figured that'd be a perfect opportunity to get back in there and retrieve the trail cams. Towards the bean field, I kind of hit the corner of this cornfield, and seems like there's some pretty decent tracks in here. I don't know if you can see them, hopefully. But, so, looks like there's probably still a decent one running around. Probably hasn't been nobody back here all summer. Wouldn't be surprised if we don't jump up a deer. Usually a pretty decent spot right back here in these woods. Everything's still good and wet from this morning. So that's good. Actually, I'm gonna cut in right here. Now in that field I just came next to is in beans. Oh, there's a bunch of deer over there. Right over there. still shaking his tail. Is it a doe? I think she sees me. Oh, a couple of them. Oh, big buck. Big buck. Big buck. And a small buck. They're back behind them trees. Alright guys, well, I'm trying to sneak up in here where those bucks were. I want to put a camera in here, but at the same time I'm thinking I think I'm not going to. Like I said, my other camera that I put out isn't very far from here. So whatever bucks those were, I think they're probably going to be on that other camera. So instead of getting in here and messing things up or giving them an opportunity to see the camera or whatever, I'm just going to leave it be. Mark it up as, I mean, I couldn't tell a lot what that deer was. He definitely had a decent rack on him. Looked like there was either a yearling or a 2-year-old with him. And when they I want to say they didn't spook, like they didn't hard spook. They just kind of bounded off a little bit, or they were still shaking their tail and all that stuff. So pretty sure they're not vacating the area permanently, that's for sure. But when they did leave, they left in the direction of that other camera. So, and I know those bean fields are out there, so I'm pretty sure I'm probably gonna 90% chance they're gonna be on that other camera, unless there was something faulty going on with the camera. But anyway, I'm gonna try to keep working my way over to that other camera. I said it's about another 300 yards, I guess. Alright guys, well, those deer were just right back here in this woods, about maybe 100 yards. I'm getting ready to pop out of the woods. Right up here. Oh, it looks like they've came through and mowed all this all the way through now. The DNR has, so probably take that back. But right here's the corn that the DNR planted that we cut through when we put the camera in. And the camera's just up here about another 100 yards. So, like I said, those deer weren't too far off from this camera, so, and I know this is a main trail, and they bed up in this wood line right here, so if I had to guess, I would say when we bumped them over there, they came through and they probably went up into this bedding area. So we might have actually got them on the camera from when I just bumped them. We'll find out. Alright. The camera's right back in here. We're going to go ahead and get that. See how many pics we got. Stay tuned. Alright guys, well, come back here to this apple tree. Hopefully it pans out. Looks like the DNR's been back here too. They've been busy. Looks like probably the same trail I made, but let's get in here, get this camera, get out of here, go home, check them out. I think there might be a couple more apples on the tree. At least they've turned red, it looks like. So, alright, let's go. Alright, well, there's some apples on the ground. Usually they're, first come, first serve, but we did have a storm this morning early, so maybe those apples fell from that. I don't know. Hopefully we get something. Oh man, looks like this tree limb might have been in the way. All we can do is look and find out. Let's see what it says here. 10, 22 picks. Alright, so sounds pretty good. Maybe might have worked. Might just be a bunch of does. I don't know. I'll just go ahead and get out of here. Go home and check. Alright guys, well we'll start with the apple tree. Looks like we got a doe. She looks kind of curious, like she might see the camera or she smells something. Next we got a buck walking off the screen. Oh, and I guess there's another one up near the top of the screen too. Can't really tell what they are. Another buck taking advantage of the apples, having a late night snack. A couple more bucks. Oh, daylight pictures, nice. Looks like a 7-point there in the front. Not bad. Browsing on that bush. Oh, giving us a little better look a little later. Yeah, not a bad 7-point. There's the 8-point. I believe that was the one that was with that 7-point. He's doing his thing. Couple more. Looks to be the same two again. They're really on those apples. That 8-point again. And yeah, doing a little browsing. Looks like yeah, now we're back to the bean field. Decent looking 8-point. He seems kind of spooky. A doe. Giving herself a scratch. And let's see. Looks like I don't know what, yearling maybe, but did you guys notice his, well, what do we got here? Look at that. That's the bachelor group you want to see. It looks like a 10-point in front, another 10 or 9 in the back, and an 8 behind them. Another 10-point. Whoa, look at them brow tines. Too bad the rest of him doesn't match. But that yearling I was talking about, it looked like he had a wound on his side, if you guys saw that or not. Yeah, man, he could be, that guy could be, there's that 10 from that bachelor group, the one in the front. He's pretty decent. I bet he's close to about 130. That looks like that could have been him or the other one. And I think we'll finish it off with this little yearling buck. Yeah, well, that'll do it, guys. Looks like there's some potential. Thanks for watching as always.